What's going on, guys? It's your boy Lisa Mutupi here. Obviously, you know I always come back strong with new YouTube videos each and every week, each and every day. So currently on this video here, what's gonna happen is that we are gonna be speaking about how to actually plan your forex week ahead. So the most important thing that we have, one of the most important things that are coming out as challenges is that we can't prepare or plan out for the week that we are going to be trading. So I want us to focus a bit more on how we are going to be planning that out and what are the processes that you can take in order for you to be able to, move from the first point up until the second point while still learning and still making profits from your weekly trading plan or trading journal. So let's get into it without wasting any more time. Okay, so now one of the first things, so don't mind me, I'm driving here and I'm also talking to you guys, so I hope you guys will be able to just bear with me. So yeah, one of the first things that I want us to speak about is the 3-step process. So what actually is the 3-step process? So it's one of the things that I teach my members in the premium team, on which I want to share now with you guys. Hopefully you'd be able to get, or you'd be able to find this very valuable. So actually the 3-step process is when you look into the markets. Like let's say during the weekend, the market closed. It's now let's say it's Friday night, the market just closed. Once the market has closed, what you do is that you start off with the weekly time frame, and then you take a look at obviously the weekly, your daily, and maybe your 4-hour. You remain at the 4-hour time frame here. Like you don't go below 4 hours. It's not like you're trying to find an entry. You're just trying to see the momentum of the next week and what are the weekly candlesticks like and so on. So obviously you start with the weekly on Friday night when the market has closed. Start with the weekly, go down to the daily, go down to the 4-hour. Maybe you're looking at 8 pairs, not even 8 pairs, let's say 10 pairs on your watch list now. So it's very much better if you actually even decide to focus on only those 10 pairs for each and every week. I'll show you guys why, or I'll tell you guys why just now. Okay, so you have 10 pairs, and then once you do get the 10 pairs, then you look at the weekly, the daily, and then obviously the 4-hour too. So that's Friday night. That shouldn't even take you more than an hour or 2 hours, because you're just literally just scanning through the markets. It's like you're browsing through the markets. But secondly, what happens is that on Saturday, the next day, on Saturday, you take some time, dedicate maybe 2 to 3 hours, take some time, look at the markets, try to play around with already setups that you saw, because out of the 10, maybe not all 10 were giving you big momentums, so maybe let's say out of 10 you saw 9 or 8 setups as potential setups. So you start to plan a bit more with them. Then you take a look at the weekly too, the daily, the 4-hour, see if you're still seeing the same things that you saw the previous day. But most importantly, not just if you're seeing the same things, but make sure that you're also now looking into the 1-hour chart and maybe the 15 minutes for better entries, since we also use the 15-minute for better entries. So you make sure that you also take a look at the sorry about that. Make sure that you also take a look at the 15 minutes, and then now you sorted. You've got your let's say one of your high quality setups. You filter out the ones that didn't make sense before, and then you focus on the ones that are making sense. Then you filter them out. Obviously you'd have 7, 8, somewhere around there, depends on what number you'd be having. And then now it's all about having to pick the top 6 pairs out of that list that you have. So far you've got a high quality setup, you've got all high quality setups. Now you have to pick your top 6. Now top 6 is just the number that I came up with. It doesn't mean that you have to stick with top 6. You can have a top 4, you can have a top 3, you can have a top 5. It depends on what you're comfortable with. Meaning that if you want to be looking at only 4 pairs for the week, you can be focusing on those 4 pairs. And on Sunday, what happens is that when it depends on what time frame, what time you'll be looking at, but you dive into the markets, and then sorry, I just don't want to miss this 10, but you look into the markets, and then while looking into the markets, you focus only on the pairs that you focused, like the ones that you filtered out from the previous day, from Saturday. So you only focus on the pairs that are much more high quality compared to the ones that you saw on Friday and Saturday. So after you focus a bit more on them, then you start to forecast. You start to you do your deep analysis. Like you look into the markets, like you look at the 1 hour, 15 minutes, see the possible scenarios. If it's a buy, look at why you're buying. Give yourself multiple times, even if you buy once, if it does go against you, let's say maybe you bought here, but you know, maybe it can still go down just a few more pips, take it out and give you a buy entry. So those are things that you should be looking at, like forecast that even if it hits your stop loss, what's more likely to happen, and how can you make a win out of that loss situation? How can you actually make a win out of that loss situation? So you need to be able to take a look at that and then filter out, so you can have high quality setups on top of high quality setups. And then obviously that's how you're going to be picking your top pairs, and you are going to be moving into a profitable week. But not only that, you need something else too. What is that something else? Okay, so now you were able to spot, you know, how to apply the 3-step process. You were able to understand what it is, how to apply it. But now it's all about you staying consistent or dedicated towards the pace that you saw for that week. What does it mean? So let's say now you were able to, you know, spot your pace and so on. Now you have to stick to that mission or that plan of yours, saying that you're going to be trading only these pays. Meaning that even if your friend or someone else tells you to see something else, that shouldn't be like, it shouldn't make you change your whole trading plan. It shouldn't make you change, you know, whatever week that you already anticipated, or whatever moves that you saw. Like nothing should change with your plan, with like looking at the fact that somebody said this. You just have to stay dedicated towards that. Okay, sorry about that. You just have to stay dedicated towards what it is that you're looking for in the market on the specific pace that you have got. And then now it's all about let's say when Monday comes, market opens and so on. Obviously you wait for the spread to cool down a bit, you know, wait a few hours, like an hour or so, an hour, a few minutes, just so for the spread to cool down. But most importantly, it's all about you targeting whether you're going to be entering on, you know, you're going to be targeting these smaller moves, or you're going to be targeting swing moves. Meaning that if you saw that, you know, GBP JPY is going to rise, it's bullish for the week, it means that the whole week you should be looking to buy GBP JPY no matter what happens. And corrections, you should just wait, take profit at maybe at a start of a correction, but when it's correcting, then you'd be able to just buy that move. So meaning that each and every morning, obviously you need to, it depends on if you are looking at the intraday, whether you are day trading that, or if you are actually swing trading it, on which, let's say if you are day trading it early in the morning, you analyze for the day, like, you know, you start off first, okay, this is actually GBP JPY, remember I'm looking for buys, all these things have to confirm. So let me see what's more likely to happen today. Okay, I'm going to be entering on the 15-minute time frame. I'm going to be targeting 70 pips. So 70 pips are more like, I'm more likely to take profit within a day, because 70 pips GBP JPY can move 70 pips a day. And that's like basically after you apply that, you'd be able to literally just move forward with your plan. You'd be able to move forward with the currencies that you've got, the time frames, and also the entries that you'd be looking for. Because obviously what happened, you have already you have already analyzed, you have already forecasted, you have already came up with different scenarios. If this does happen, what's more likely to happen? You have already came up with different types of scenarios that you'd be able to, you know, if you'd be able to just know how to react when the market gives you a certain move. And most importantly, the last thing is the mindset, the psychology, guys. I don't want this video to take too long of me just speaking or saying this, but I want us to also focus more on the mindset, meaning that you've got a trading plan. This is your plan, it's your plan for the week. So if you've got a trading plan, you need to stay to it. Like, you need to stick to whatever you've told yourself, because you told yourself if you stick to this, you have to be consistent. So if you break it, then like that doesn't make sense. There's a higher chance of you not being able to, you know, hit those profits, or maybe make your potential for the week, because you didn't stick to your true potential. So you need to have that mindset of consistency, have that mindset of, even if I do take a loss, even if it's a negative week, I've stayed true to, I've stayed disciplined to what I've gave myself on what I should be following. So that's something that I think can help you out. Because I noticed, you know, I noticed a lot of things that I do, you know, before the market starts, most people don't even know that I go through some of these things. They just think that as soon as the market opens, yeah, I am looking for entries. They don't know that there'll be days where I don't trade at all. Like I wouldn't look for an entry in the markets because I knew, or I knew from, you know, let's say I'm looking at 3 pairs for the week, and those 3 pairs, it's not ready, none is ready, so obviously it's not in a corrective mood. It means that I can't get an entry doing that. But I hope that this video did help someone out, and obviously this was just me saying what you know, the knowledge that you can see I haven't got any, you know, any presentations prepared. I haven't got nothing prepared, but I'm just speaking from, you know, my mindset, like what I believe, what I follow. So if this is a topic that you guys want me to cover a bit more too deep, then obviously, you know, I'll have a slideshow presentation for you, and then I'll have, you know, some of the most important things too that you can take from this video. But it's your boy Liswa Mutupi. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Not only that, make sure to like this video, but the most important thing is that just go down in the description box, and then you'll be able to see, you know, maybe getting access to my Telegram group, or maybe just, you know, taking a look at, you know, my Instagram, just so you can be able to chat with me, and also my email, where you'll be able to inquire about some of the services that we offer. But I'll see you guys on the next video coming soon.